Okay. I am testing on, I'm doing this and then I'm trying to hear. I did. There it is. Alright, I've hit the go live button. It says we're going live right now. It absolutely says we are going live right now. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? So I am testing new recording stuff. I can actually probably hear it this time. And I have to monitor it on my laptop. So I have to refresh this, don't I? Because my video is going. And I did hit stream, so it should be going. I don't know, I need to listen to this. Alright, I might need to up this. How's that? The latency on this other one is so much. Okay. Alright, let's move this around. Okay, that's going. It might be a little too loud, so I'm just lower it there, and then we're gonna start. Okay, so wasn't on stream last week because we had just got back from our vacation and it was hot, and I was trying for like 4 hours to figure out how to get the audio to work on the video as well as on the stream, really just in general, and also have it so that there's no static thing. So I got tired of it and just moved the stream back a week because I wasn't dealing with that. I think I know full well that I fixed everything I had a problem with. The only thing I'm not, like, except for the static thing. I switched it from being a beta sound capture to just using the desktop audio. I mean, I wasn't really doing much in the background of this PC when I was recording really anything anyway, so that's not that big of a deal. And I was already recording my not OBS, I was already recording my Discord and my music when I was playing Minecraft with those two, so there's not really much of a difference. It's just that on the off chance I ever wanted to watch a YouTube video or listen to a YouTube video, I could with that other one. Well, not even really with that. It took the whole thing, so never mind, scratch that. It's just not all that different. But yeah, so hopefully we have that figured out. This might get cut out in the video version, maybe. Other than that, yeah, I made some more assets. Or I made new assets for it. I made the new picture of Yvette with our Fennekin actually has a good, at least to me, a good name now. Vivi. I think it's a mage from Final Fantasy game. I think it was Final Fantasy 8. I think. But that's his name now. And yeah, and I also made the thumbnail for this part. We will be fighting Viola this part, as well as making some more additions to the team. I'm hoping to get a Riolu I probably won't be fighting many trainers until that happens, unless I can't get to that area. Unless I can't get to that area before the gym, in which case we'll go destroy the gym. But yeah, so without further ado, we're just gonna start. This marks the start of the stream for real this time, after I hear the sound. I'm sorry, I'm just listening to the, Yep, okay. I probably will cut all that up. Okay. Haven't touched it since the last time, which I think was around... It was around, oh, actually, I might need to turn this down, actually. There we go. He's gonna blast my eardrums out regardless, so I'm gonna turn my PC volume down. But let me hear this from this other side. But yeah, so I'm going to lower my PC volume even more, but the stream volume I'm pretty sure sounds pretty perfect. That does affect it. Okay. Select it from there, I guess. So that's not blowing my eardrums up. Sorry when I get quiet. I'm listening to the stream. Hold on. I think I was on the wrong one. Alright, let's see. That's there. Put this right here. How's that? That should be good, I think. I think I'll lower the game a little bit more. And my mic. And then there's also this. Oh, the number's just there now. Okay. My interface glitched on my PC, and now the last one is there. Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna up this actually. Testing, 1, 2, 3. That should be good. Alright, that should be some type of good. Alright, immediately done with that. Now it's back to the actual game. Great. So like I was saying, the last time I played this was around 2-ish weeks ago. I believe. So yeah, it was around. So it was around 2-ish weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. It was 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I haven't touched it since. I don't know if most of what I was saying before. Sure, mysterious. I don't know if this thing is true school. Alright, yes. So last time we got a hat, and that was about it in terms of clothing. Walking through Tiger straight front. Yep. So here's our team. It's a Fennekin and a Pampor. With a special attack stats. Vivi's about to level up. Pretty soon he'll evolve into a Braixen, I think is how you say it. Oh. Yeah. So yeah, the two main things I'm trying to do. Oh, okay. Nice. Two main things we're trying to do this time is get the gym badge and get a Viola for the party at minimum. Yeah, I think we have those pretty avenues to get trainer. Assurances will be glad to meet you. Yep. Okay, who are you? Okay. What's going on here? Nothing. Okay. So I don't actually recall. This is a trainer school, if I remember correctly. I don't know if there's anything worth it in here. There are X attacks. Anything else? That's defenses. Okay. Tight matchups, yep. Yep. Yeah, not really much. There's some starting X items if you use them. I don't. Oh, I can. Now will I have to fight anyone? Yes, I will. I'll have to fight at least one person. Right. So let me cheat and make sure that this actually is the place I'm supposed to be at. Okay. Yep. It's a 5% chance. Incredible. The first one's doable. Okay. And I can't go get the grass type that I want because that's in the route after the gym. So we're just gonna have to deal with her. Alright, that's enough of that. I know that the Riolas are here. I know that they're hyper rare, but I did in fact wait there until I got a Pikachu, so this is nothing new for me. There we go. the fuck? Okay, hold on. What is this? It's like a television thing or something? Okay. Well, whatever. Level 12. Okay. Have that open just in case. Alright. This one can be easily removed. So some stuff's happens. The last time we did anything, I don't even think I talked about what I wanted to talk about. I might have, maybe a little bit. Nintendo Direct. Something. I might have, but I'm gonna do it again, just real quick. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, I'm really excited for that. I'll be getting that. Same thing with the new Mario and Luigi game. I might not get them at launch, but I'll get them. Let's see. Since we last talked, I have pre-ordered Sonic X Shadow Generations, so I'll be able to play that as soon as possible. Now, most people will probably get the digital deluxe version so they can play it early and then start posting it immediately. We will not. We have the digital deluxe version, so we will get it early. But we aren't. Oh, yep, the battle's over. All right, now we can start our hunt for this Viola. As I was saying, we will play it early, but we will not be posting. That's a Dunsparce. Dunsparce. Maybe. Let me go check. Let me go get my shit together. I never really even, like, I don't know next to nothing about Dunsparce. I probably would have figured that out at some point anyway, because there's a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet I want a character. I want them to have a Dunsparce on their team for their new evolution. But what's its learn set in Gen 6? Because I know that they've made a lot of Pokemon, including this one, I'm pretty sure, better since this game, but I want to see what it learns this game. Okay. We can get a rock type move out of it. We can get Launch Pursuit, mainly normal type moves. My TM, ooh, Ice Beam. Wow, it gets a lot. The only thing about it is that it doesn't have stab on any of them. But honestly, that's not all that much of a problem. Alright, yeah, we'll take a Dunsparce. Pretty tanky, too. It's becoming abundantly clear that my only real option will eventually be to use Ember. And I really don't want to do that, because that's liable to kill something. Fine, fuck it. If there was a point to try, it'd be now. Oof. Oh, that's dangerous. Alright, well, yep. I just started a new Pokemon Ultra Sun file as well, so there's going to be some points where I struggle with my buttons with it. I can imagine it's only going to get worse if this series isn't done by the time Legend of ZA comes up. I also had a thought since the last time I was here. ZA, right, it revolves around Zygarde. Zygarde actually has two prominent places it is. It's Kalos and Alola. Now, I don't want... Oh, yeah, Dunsparce is here. This is gonna be a shit name, but this is based on the Tsuchinoko. How do you say that? Or how do you spell it, actually? The Tsuchinoko, I believe, is what that's based on. Child of Dirt. What is... Hold on. Child of Dirt. Small snake-like creature. Yeah, okay, what, where's my translate shit at? Dirt. Doro. Hold on a second, let me see. That'll be her name for now. Until I come up with a better one. Because our learn set is pretty cool. All we really need to do is find the TMs for it. But yeah, Alola could be involved given the fact that that's the only other place Zygarde is really prominent in. It's not, honestly, Zygarde is more prominent in Alola games than in its home region. So I feel like there should be some heavy ties to that region. But that wasn't what I even started with. That tangent spawned off a side comment about buttons. Because I was struggling with them. But back to the... no, I got my words out already. Back to what I was saying about the directs. Well, getting the new Mario and Luigi game. Actually, let's just leave. Getting new Mario and Luigi game, and getting the new Zelda game. Thinking about Prime 4. Never really played never really played a Metroid game before, so I might get that one, maybe. Other than that, was there anything else? I said that we pre-ordered Sonic X Shadow Generations, and whenever the pre-orders for Legends ZA come out, whenever the pre-orders for Legends ZA happen, I'll do that as well. I just realized I didn't put our Dunsparce on the thing. I'll do that right now. Yeah, I think the moveset's pretty nice. Where is it? This thing actually has an evolution, but I won't need to get it. Save image as... there we go. And since I know full well I'm going to stay here till I get a Riolu, might as well just get its icon for when we're ready. And Lucario, because I am not making it remain a Riolu. There we go. I just need to add it to our layout. Image. Just a little bit. Where are you? Found you. Just gonna drag this over here, and there she is. And there's that third Pokemon. Actually, can I look at this thing's learn setting? It learns Roost for some reason. Huh. I mean, I guess it does have wings. I guess useless. Alright. Back on the grind for a real. The stream looks okay, right? Because that's something I also had realized I had to do, was up the, whatever the, what was that called? Bit rate? I'm gonna keep doing it till we, hit one that's good if it's not. Back on to Route 22. This is, I think, up here is a Rhyhorn racetrack. I think. Azumarill again. Not Azumarill, Azurill. I'm sorry. I'm only really all that familiar with Azurill. Not Azurill. Fuck. I'm only really all that familiar with Marill and Azumarill. I actually have never really used Azurill. I've only ever, like, ooh, a Bunnelby. I would catch it. Could I? I would throw a ball at it, and if it stays in it, the first one, then it'll be caught. But it's getting put in the box. Honestly, this probably isn't the best idea, because I probably do need to have all my Pokeballs ready for Viola, because I know that thing doesn't exactly have the best catch rate. I mean, it looks alright. But my quality on here isn't the best, probably. Wait, what? Each game a bit rip. Yeah, that streaming was here. Let me put this to 5,000 and see how well that works out. I just upped it to 5,000, so let's see how much more that does. Did it do anything? It looks slightly better. Yeah, it does. It does look slightly better. Okay. Yeah, it does look better. Okay. Alright, but what was it doing? Oh yeah. If it gets on the ball, it can stay. It'll get put in the box. If not, then I'm ending it. Should also probably put our new teammate in the front to gain experience, since we don't have the experience tree yet. That's something that seemed a little backwards to me. Like the games that had the experience share as toggleable didn't give it to you at the start. And then the ones where it was baked in, it was already there. Like, obviously that was the case, but it just seemed weird to not have it there at the start, especially when you can catch Pokemon like a full, at minimum, 20 minutes before this, so it's like, whatever. Alright, into the box. And there you go. I also, while I was going, was looking at the Pokemon that could be in Legends EA. Now, my favorite is Vulpix. I'm not entirely, like, I don't really care if it makes it in. My anxieties come from just the fact that I don't know. Like, if I know, I can just be like, oh, well, okay. A Farfetch'd. You don't really evolve. Oh, shit, wait. Dora will remain on the team until I find something that will replace her. Which I probably will, but... It might be a good idea to... Oh, wait, this was bad. Better hope she misses. This is the next one. Nah, I think it's gonna hit. Yeah, goodbye, Farfetch. It's just that she might be a good candidate to have on the team just because her learn set is so vast. Whatever we don't have, we can cover with her. It's just she doesn't have an evolution, and I don't know if I want to bundle the on the team. I mean, it is part ground type. No. I mean, I could keep fighting stuff, but... Again, she will remain on the team unless there's something else I really want and I need to replace her for it. But I'm pretty sure... See, this right here is a problem. And this. Let's go ahead and see what she learns. And when. Pursuit at level 10. Yawn. Ancient power. Level 19. I don't have any TM yet. She does learn Pursuit level 10 though. Most of her normal moves aren't. Does learn Drill Run this gen though. Yeah, the main teammate for this is Bidoof. Right. Yeah. I don't hate Bidoof. I actually think it's pretty cute. But that's... I don't want it. Never wanted it. Yeah, this move is nice. But I didn't even look at the stats really. What are your stats looking like? High HP, everything else is around the same. At around 70 to 65. Yeah, might keep her, might not. I'm also not gonna plan. I'm not planning to go as long as the other two times. I think I went for around 2 hours the last two times. I'm not going that long. Yeah, the last one was almost 2 hours, and the first part was only one. So I'll be going closer to the first part, most likely, unless we're out here searching for Riolu all night, because we are getting Riolu before we do the gym, and we are going to be doing the gym this part because that's what the thumbnail is. So. So it'll be however long it takes us to get to the end of the gym. Will be the stream length. And then once the gym is beaten and we get the experience share from Alex, question mark, I think that's her name, we will in fact beat... Oh, if I didn't have a fire type, he'd be perfect to catch. Especially with, I think the females have, their ability is called Rivalry. Honestly, with this fucking thing, I think our best bet might just be to throw a Pokeball if we want it, but I don't want it, so... Actually, this might end badly. This might actually end badly. It, like, has to use Umbra again for her to not die. Oh, never mind. Oh, we're speed tied. Alright, gotcha. And, yeah, France just has wild lions out here. Okay, into the bag we go to acquire a potion. Or I could... Actually, no. I'm gonna just run back to the, Pokemon Center. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I was my whole thing with the Pokemon not being in the game isn't really them not being in the game. It's me just not knowing it in the first place. Because I like team building and making characters and having specific teams with them. Like this character we have here is kind of just catching Pokemon and gaining them. But if she were to ever reappear again, honestly, I would want her to have a Fennekin at the start because that's what she starts with. And it's like kind of the same with a lot of my other characters. Like I have a character that shows up a lot whose starters of Vulpix, and then I have others that have the starters from the other generations. So knowing if those Pokemon show up at all is a big deal for me. Now, if they don't show up, it just is what it is. I'll figure it out. But knowing is something I'd like to be able to do. So the lead up to them is the part that the lead up to them is the part that's a struggle. But so two things. I just thought of something. First off, if there was ever a game we were going to see the National Dex come back in, it probably would be Gen 10. If not at the start, it would be after the DLC for it comes out. You know, maybe have it so like every not every anniversary, because after this they'll have their 35th anniversary, which is there will probably only be one new gen afterwards. But like let's say every generation, like every 10th anniversary. So Sun and Moon still had all the Pokemon, but there was no Dex involved. So something like that. So Gen 10, then what will be coming out for the 40th? If they keep, assuming they keep the same 3-year structure, which they probably won't, Gen 10, the 30th, and then Gen 12 will be around the 35th, and then 13 or 14 would be the one closest to their 40th. So it would be one of those. But the point is, right, I feel like around their 10th-ish anniversary would be where they would do that. But that's if they want to. But back to the original topic, I was looking through the Pokemon that show up in X and Y. And I did find out that while Vulpix does not show up, Ninetales does, not in the Pokédex itself, but in the game, in the Friend Safari. Now, for those who don't know, the Friend Safari is... Oh, I didn't even realize Dora wasn't part of this. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So, the Friend Safari is something you get access to at the very end of the game. And, basically, it is what it sounds like, Friend Safari. It involves your friends. But, so, instead of a Safari Zone, you have a Friend Safari, which is a fenced-in area of grass that you can just run around in and find Pokemon. The twist on this is it will take the active code, like the friend codes of your friends on your 3DS, and it will generate a type for them, and you will find 2 to 3 of that type of Pokemon that share that type. So if you were friends with me and my friend code gave you fire type, you would find 2 to 3 fire type Pokemon out of a pool in that area. Now, I say 2 to 3 because if it just takes your friends, period, it's 2 guaranteed. But if your friend has also played X and Y, and I believe they had to have made it to the Hall of Fame, you will get a third Pokemon added to that Friend Safari, and Ninetales is one of the Pokemon in that Friend Safari. Now that doesn't sound like much, but looking at the Pokedex for let's go with Diamond and Pearl and Legends Arceus, right? Obviously there are Pokemon that show up that don't normally show up, like Basculin, because that was in a generation afterwards. So this doesn't really mean all that much, but there are 2 Pokemon that do show up in that area that I would like to bring attention to, which is Growlithe and Vulpix. Those 2 were around before Diamond and Pearl, but they do show up in the game, but they aren't naturally found in the game. They are found only through having, I don't know if you need a completed save file or just a save file of Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green in the original Game Boy, in the original DS's Game Boy Advance cartridge slot. So my point about that was it might not be guaranteed, but there is a chance because those two got in with, I said 5,000 is going over KBPS. So my point was that, you know, it might not be in, but there's a chance it could be. Which is good for me because it's a character that I want. Obviously, each time I play a game of Pokemon game the first time, it'll be a character based on me. And I'll just go with Pokemon that I feel like acquiring. But I do have a character that I would like to play as in that game with a Vulpix as a starter. I've already decided that he's going to be in the game regardless if Vulpix is or not. If he's not, if Vulpix isn't, then I'll just use Fennekin, which is a Pokemon that is guaranteed to be in it because Kalos. Hey, you made it level 10 as the one pursuit. Yep. This is something that I'm glad they're getting better with, having actual, like, nah, or what's fight? Something I'm glad they're getting better with is making it so that Pokemon actually learn moves worth a damn consistently throughout the time that you have them. Like, obviously there's going to be ones where you probably won't have it till late game, so their moves aren't really going to be where they as a Pokemon are, especially when you find them. Like, late game Pokemon really having nothing but low level, like, weak moves till it hits around the level you'd find it. I think a lot of them were like that. They'd only learn some stupid stuff like Rock Throw or something until level, like, 30. And then they'd start getting their moves. But newer games are really good about giving them moves that'll gradually get better as they do. It's something you really feel when you go back to the other ones, because it's like you can play the game with them, but it's like some of them are hyper trash till like midway through the game. I've just run into Litleos several times in a row. This one's level 5. They also just give more Pokemon evolutions, which I think is something most, if not all, Pokemon should have. Maybe not like legendaries and mythicals and those types of things, so like Ultra Beast to be in that range. But normal Pokemon, I feel like, should grow throughout the game. And like, they do try to combat this by like the most recent single stage, another Litleo. The most recent single-stage Pokemon that comes to mind for me is Scarlet and Violet's Flamigo. That thing's base stats are hyper-broken. Well, not hyper-broken, obviously, but I'm pretty sure Legendaries have, like, somewhere in the ballpark of 600 to 700 base stat total. That thing has 512. Like, it has early to mid-500s. And, like, obviously it needs to because it won't evolve, right? But, like, that thing is broken late game or early game, and a lot of these fall into this trap where they're broken early game and then kind of mid-late game. And I think that in itself is fine. It's just like there not even being an option to have a better for it to get better really at all. Like, I would have absolutely taken one that was just more traditional. That, like, just was, I don't know, like a 300, 400, like mid to late 300, early 400 base stat total at the start, and then became the late 500 base stat total later. Especially with that Pokemon, it's also stuck at whatever experience growth it has, and there's no changes for an ability change. I don't really care. Like, I'm not going to use it, so why do I care? But I need to go back to the Pokemon Center. I just tend to prefer Pokemon that actually evolve and grow through the game. It also just works better for me, the look of my team. Like, I'll have Pokemon that I don't plan on evolving, but it's something about the fact that it's my choice instead of it being just a thing that's there. That's why that's more passable for me, I guess. I don't know. I do like its typing, and from what I understand, it's alright. I saw people using it in competitive at some point, but it's probably just for filler on a team or something. I'm not sure. There's a lot of Pokemon could really realistically be an equalizer in Scarlet and Violet, though, because of how terrestrialization works, and the fact that we have a move that will automatically be like position itself as the best setup a move could have for the Pokemon that uses it. With that I mean like the same type as its Terra type if it has one active, and then also being like a physical or special move depending on which one of those is highest on your Pokemon. And then I think it also has 100% accuracy, and I think it's an 80 power move. I think. I honestly never used Terra Blast, to be completely honest. Let me just search it up right here. It's level 11. Yeah, so it's an 80 power move. So really, right? Now if you use it without terrestrializing, I should go to a Pokemon Center. I just remembered. It's a Bunnelby. It's whatever. So without terrestrializing, it is just a 80 base power normal special move, which actually is pretty good because I don't think there's many special normal moves, that's something I do want to see them get better at, is having moves that encompass all this, like the whole spectrum. This is plural, like having a good amount of both physical, special, and status moves for each type, and having them all get up to a decent damage area. Like, for instance, I'm thinking about it, there is no decently powered physical electric move that doesn't do recoil. Except unless you're terrestrialized and physical attacker with Terra Blast. Other than that, there is no, like, I think there's Spark, but that's like, what, 70, 75 damage, if I remember correctly. It doesn't even crack 80. And I feel like having another Azurill, I feel like having that be the case is hurting a lot of Pokemon still. Especially with the, nah, we'll just not bother. Especially with the fact, with the current system we have going on with the physical special split, there's just going to be some electric types that are just kind of screwed out of being able to do actual damage because their move pool is shite. And, I don't know. Or maybe if not individual moves, more moves that can change their type, or moves that do dual type damage, like those existed in this game and then they were never brought back. Even though I'm not entirely sure what was so confusing about it, I think what they just did both damage, just give them an icon for that. That, and I would like to have more form changes. There's a lot that I would like to see this series. It's just it's a lot of it isn't that big of a deal. Like, a lot of these Pokemon can get by with what they have. It's just like, you know, we have like these starter Pokemon with these busted signature moves. Like, especially like the Gen 8 and 9 starters with good / busted signature moves. And then we have other Pokemon like the main electric types, regional electric types for Galar and Paldea. Yamper / Bolton and the Palmyline, and then they are just fucked because all the good electric type moves have extreme consequences to using them. So, I mean, again, they can get by with Spark, but it's not. Yeah. But again, it doesn't have to be like an electric move. It could be like a move. I think they're doing well with their movesets. I just think there should be more variation in them so that more things are covered, I guess. I'm not sure. I just know that I'm not exactly. I wouldn't even say I'm not a fan. It's just weird to me that they're like certain elements have, like certain types have that, where like fire, grass, and water have, and electric especially, like in terms of special attacks, like all of them will have like a 90, 80, 90 power move, and then either other types or the same type on the other side of the damage spectrum will have the highest move without doing some S tier bullshit to your team be a 65, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know, it's whatever. Another Psyduck. I'm still not sure about putting their names up there. So I was gonna put their names up there, I have to color code it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would do it, but if I might. There are a lot of lions out here. Oof. I'd also like to see like another remake of Gen 2, since they already started going down this path of redoing regions that already got remakes. I'd like to see a Johto one. More because, and I'd said this with Pokemon Black and White remakes, I just prefer things in 3D. Both for the freedom of movement that the current generations will have, and the fact that it works better with character customization, which is something that they are, at least in small parts, trying to keep around the entire time. Like, I remember when X and Y started it, and then Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire didn't have it at all. That was extremely weird. But, you know, it's been building up more and more in each remake, so, like, I think Let's Go was the first remake after Oraz, and that one had the ability to change your skin tone, and then clothes were skins, but they could still change them. And then Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl had costumes you could put on. Now, it and Scarlet and Violet have the same issue that I do, which is that I have with like I have the same issue with them. That being, if they did just a little more and made it so that we could switch out different parts of it. Like, maybe not give us the entire Sword and Shield, like, oh, you can have some of these 100 shirts and 100 jackets and 100 types of bags and 100 shoes and 100... I don't need all that. But, like, if they had just went and been like, okay, so, like, let's take Scarlet and Violet, right? Let's go ahead and be like, okay, there are these school uniform tops and school uniform bottoms. Since this is more easy to describe, since those were really the only two parts that were limiting. Here are these outfit tops and outfit bottoms, and you can mix and match them however you feel like. But it's only these, and then like DLC stuff that they found wrong. Okay, Riolu, pure fighting type, so I might have a fighting type move. Of course, Doro is the weakest member and is the least likely to kill him. So, Rage. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, and that damage up. Rage. Yeah, our defense is nice. Oh, wait, actually. Alright, we cannot attack again. And so throw on these. But yeah, like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl actually would have been the best with this, because that game actually had multiple different bag. Hey, got it. Had multiple different bag types. It had multiple different bag types, which is something that I really want. The only two things that there are three things that I would really like to see from character customization. And the thing is, like, we got facial customization before these, so I mean, it's nice to have them look even more different than everyone else, but still, I'd like to be able to, well, actually, four things. We already have gloves, but I want to have the option to put it on either one or both of my hands. That'd be cool, especially since in terms of the model you're having. No, I think in terms of modeling that is one more model rig, but still. I think being able. Okay, we gotta give it a nickname. Oof. We could go for an obvious reference. Well, one of two obvious references. We'll go with one of them. There we go. Alright, Riolu's been captured, which means we can go fight the gym. We're going to the gym. Okay, so what is it? Okay, so the first thing, right, being able to choose another change in camera angle. Whether or not I have him on one or both of my hands, and then since this is relating to that, I'll be the same point, being able to change which hand it's on. That's one. Two, more hairstyles. I'd like to see, because a lot of these NPCs in every game have nice hairstyles that would look great on a player character, but they just don't have them for us. So I need more hairstyles, especially with the more exotic types of things. Like, I guarantee you that if they do a Black and White remake, the only reason why Hilbert and Hilda's hair would, or a style like theirs would even be there, was because they wear them. If it was like just on a CPU, it wouldn't exist. That's that. So that hair. Next is different bag types. Now we have, like in Scarlet and Violet, we have a bunch of different we have a bunch of different two strap bags. I'm talking about like a sling type bag or a fanny pack and stuff, like those types of things. Again, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl did this. They did this. But you just couldn't switch them out, which was unfortunate. And lastly, bracelets. It's gonna become more likely that happens, just because, like, you know, megas and stuff in Legends EA, and yeah, I don't have roller skates. So yeah, that's what I'm. Those are the main things I'm really looking for. Like, and the thing about it is that the easiest way I could see to do this, it'll actually kill these two birds and then another one. That being NPC design and variation within NPCs. Because of how many different parts the NPCs have that we don't have that look cool, I would say that what they should do is have a character creator, like a universal one, and then make it so that we can put just general, like, a bunch of different hairstyles and clothing into that into it. However many levels of it you want, whether you want to have them all wear, like, have t-shirts and jackets and pants and socks and shoes and bracelets and earrings and a bunch of different hairstyles and clothes and stuff and all that. Make a bunch of those different things and then create a character creator that both the game uses for its NPCs and that we would be able to use to make our character at the same time. Now that would probably be that might be hard or easy depending on who's doing it and what that might look like. I want to say it's one of those complicated things, but I'm not entirely sure. Hey, we beat the roller skater girl. Oh yeah, Viola. But I feel like that would be the best thing to do because they also have been getting a lot of flack for how a lot of their NPCs will just look like they're copy pasted everywhere. So, you would instead have the attributes of all these, like, different people. Yeah, you would instead have the attributes of all these different people. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. You instead have, like, the attributes, like the hair and everything from all these different people. And you could then have the game just make characters to put in the world. And if you really need, like, a recognizable NPC, you could just, hard code it so that that will just come up, or just make that, like, stick these things together into a singular model and then put it in the game. All right, we have these now. To the Pokemon Center. I never really liked the roller skates. They were cool for all of a few minutes, but they make your movement real weird. I would rather just be on foot. Alright, now we need to go blitz this gym. So actually we have two Pokemon that could deal with this gym. We have Vivi and we have Doro. We'll put her up front. And then when she gains the extra level, we'll put Sean up front. And, yeah. I think that character creation idea would be good. It kills a few birds with one stone. So, let's see. Has anyone beat this already? No. Yeah. Yep. Bug types. The only thing about this is that there's a Surskit. And normally I would have a flying type, but because of this team composition and the fact that I'm actually doing this playthrough legitimately, I do not have any. So I could have probably caught a Pidgey, but Not exactly a fan of. Well, I wouldn't even say that. I'm just not really into having a Pidgey right now. Not exactly the vibe this character, this team gives off. It's a rollout. Alright. You know, and if you're worried about, like, I don't know, because I was thinking, like, obviously the important people, like gym leaders and Elite Four champion, and like the villain and your rivals and stuff, they'd all be like individually, you know, individually modeled. But if you really want to, you could model them and their attributes separately as well, and then make it so that they're also part of that, and then maybe just lock down the original design that you have for them, so that the generator doesn't just use it. I don't know. That sounds like something that would take a while to put together, but I think it would be worth it since you wouldn't have to spend all that time designing and then getting everyone to design their own characters. The only thing that I would think of is that, like, have a preset maybe of like have a preset for trainer classes. So like things like hair color and skin color and maybe like hair type could change, but maybe their outfits don't. Or have multiple different variations of an outfit. Like how youngsters usually have a t-shirt and some type of add-on. You know, make it so that the youngsters will have t-shirts and hats on, but those t-shirts and hats could be different colors with different symbols on them. So like each one of them looks unique, but you still know what they are. Because, you know, lasses don't ever. Ooh, I meant to switch out. You know, lasses don't ever have t-shirts on or shorts on. They're always, you know, the slightly like casual and formal are paradoxical, so I wouldn't put them in the same sentence. But like the casual professional type thing on, like a polo or button-up shirt, and like a shirt jacket, like some type of jacket, or like a suit jacket or something, and I don't know, and then like different types of mini skirts and stockings or tights or something. Like all these things could be different. It's just like the clothing itself that'll like. Yeah. Fantastic. My eyes. But yeah, I think that would be a pretty cool idea. And then let us choose our character's looks in that. Now, clothes, you can make it so that we have to buy the clothes. But the general options, I think, should be there. I think Vivian might actually be a better choice for having this thing out, but whatever. Especially since it's so tanky. And that infestation thing is going to be a problem. Alrighty. But it remains to be seen. We'll wait and see. I have faith that the customization for Legends EA will be nice. Especially given the fact that it's in the region that started the customization thing in the first place. So I feel like they'll do good with it. And again, the Vivian, yeah. And I'll also have faith that they'll have, even if it's not the ones that are my favorites and the ones I'm familiar with, I think they'll do a good job with having a decent selection of Pokemon to choose from for that adventure, like Legends Arceus did. So I believe I have a Super Potion, so I can use that. So really, it's just seeing who succumbs to whatever the hell is going on first. Oh. infestation do less, make us do less damage with special attack moves? I mean, we're doing it. Alright, this is the turn that matters. And does 3 damage, and the infestation itself does 4. So it all in all it does 7 damage. Oh, we had water sport up. That's why I wasn't paying attention. Well, this thing's dead. There we go. Didn't even realize it had water sport up. That was from the Surge kit. I just wasn't paying attention because I didn't have to hit anything. Flame charge, not all that great with physical moves, but it's good. Raises attack or lowering defense. Lowering defense is better because they really don't switch in and out for real, and that means that it'll stay on. That debuff will stay on them for longer while I can do whatever I need to. All right, with that, Viola is defeated. Nice money. Nice. And that's our badge. We received bug badge from Viola. The bug badge, Pokemon up to level 30 will listen to your orders in battle. Yep, even if you get them from trades. Hold on just a sec. No, I cannot. Okay, hold on just a second. It's pixelated because it's blown up on that, but if you move it, drag this over here. Just kinda. There we go. There's a bug badge. And a TM for infestation. Each Pokemon's in a smoker. Yep. And yeah, we can use them over and over again. It's possible to flee from battle. Alrighty. We're out of here. Wait, they usually have something to say after. You can only say when leaving candidates you find her. There's some things you'll only be able to see clearly below the other. Yeah. Alright, we're out of here. Nectar's Siren Song. To be evolved. How big are these damn leaves and flowers? Yep, so we're on our way to Lumia City after this. And time to go heal. I think I'll actually want to, instead of just ending it at the Pokemon Center, I actually want to go up and get some preparations, some small stuff out the way. I'm really conflicted because I don't know if I want to catch the Pokemon I was thinking about catching the next route, or have our starter actually exist. That we the second one we get from the professor. But first off, Sean up front. And, yeah. Hello. Yep, you talked to me earlier. I'm Alexa. Finally. Okay. Training. Yep, so we're going up to Lumios. So, that is about it for this. We're just going to save here. The next stream should be next week, and there will be a video version of this coming soon. I think I'll have some new stuff. I'm not sure if I want to put Iris or Doro on the trainer portraits just yet, because I don't know how long they're going to be staying on the team. I'm the type of person who usually tries to keep the Pokemon they catch in the team till the end of the game, but I'm just not sure with this group. I know Riolu's staying, Sean, so he's probably going to be on the next one, especially since we're leading up to the Rock-type gym later. But yeah, that's about it. The next stream should be next week. This will be unlisted once the video version is done, which is whenever I feel like uploading it. Yeah, so that's all. That's just about it for me. So I'm gonna see you. I know I saved already, but I'm gonna save again. Can never be too sure. All right, that's it.